the zero exponent property. And that property says, hey, look, anything raised to the 0 power is going to be 1 except 0. So Lozano got the extra credit problem, extra stamp problem yesterday. I asked you, what number of the whole universe, if it's raised to 0 power, is not equal to 1? And it's 0. That's why it says for any non-zero number, which is an infinite amount. There's an infinite amount of non-zero numbers. So any non-zero number raised to 0 power, Rios, becomes 1. Look at it. Done. There's this rule. So, that's it. I'm telling you. Okay. Excuse me?
Why can't we play Black Ops in your team?
Why can't we play Black Ops on mine?
Yeah.
No, didn't you say that we could? Sorry, I couldn't.
I appreciate that. Just for apologizing and let you speak. Go ahead. That was impressive.
Oh no, I was going to say the last thing you said that we could replay. Alright.
Yeah, you could. After I'm done with the lecture, you could. And if you're done with your assignments, you can hook up your PS4 or whatever you want.
Oh,
Just go bring the next one.
I'm going to bring it.
Well, once you bring it, but you have, in order to play it, you have to be done with your assignments.
What if you're like,
Deal?
the casting break? There's no point of what keep breathing.
Say again?
Just be like,
Well, one at a time, one at a time. Go ahead.
Does it have to be all the assignments or you just have to be passes?
Yes, next question?
Well, yes, put it.
Yes, you have to, all the assignments.
I'm not.
Here we go, next one. No, that's a correct. X to the negative 7th power. I'm going to use the second rule from yesterday. Look at the negative exponent rule. It says you take the reciprocal of whatever it is. So I take, if it's 4 to the negative 2 power, I put it over a 1, that makes it a fraction, then I take the reciprocal, making the exponent positive. So look at the way I'm going to handle this one. This is really x to the negative 7 over 1, because everything's over 1 in the universe. So now let me take the reciprocal, Ortiz. Right now you should be paying attention, because, right? Equals 1 over, I'm taking reciprocal now, x to the positive 7th power. Done. Notice how the negative exponent became positive after I took the reciprocated the fraction. Look at number 3. I have 2 powers being multiplied and the bases are the same. The basis is whatever is being raised to the power. I can have them the same. This rule said, look, third rule, the product of powers property. If you have the same base, all you got to do is add the exponents. You've got to be kidding me. Think how easy this is. This will then be y to the what power? Yeah, done. That's it. Right, because it's the same base. In other words, the third rule from yesterday. And here's the examples for each rule. And look at the last one is going to be the 4th rule. Here I'm dividing, and I have the same base. The same base is x. Again, the base means whatever is being raised to the power. So x is being raised to the 7th power, so x is the base. We have same base, we're dividing, so the 4th rule says, quotient of powers property, you subtract the exponents. But I'm going over stuff.
Yeah, I know.
All right, but, okay. Can't just do that later? That's cool. X to the 7 minus 4 is 3 power, and we're done. Right, perfect summary. If we're dividing, we subtract the exponents. If we're multiplying, we add the exponents. Perfect set. But they have to have the same base. Notice how they have the same base. Y and Y are the bases here. X and X are the same base. In other words, I couldn't do it if I had this. Like say, X to the 3rd divided by Y to the 2nd. These are the different bases, X and Y. You can leave it that way. There's nothing to do. Right, this would be nothing to do. The rules that we went over yesterday have to do with the same base. Good question. I like your question. It means you're thinking. I like it. Question, Rios? We're good? Yeah. Let me play this day in history. Get your notes out from yesterday on the rules of exponents. We're going to do the last 3. Get those out, please.
Watch, just by the end of this period.
Is that my fault, or is that the fault of the person who didn't care to ask me again?
You weren't the person who didn't care.
You like blaming stuff on me, don't you?
It's your fault, because like, you like just like, ignore the question. Or sometimes you say, oh.
I just forgot about it. I got like.
He said like, oh, do your work, I was like.
Yeah. And if we ask you a question like, oh, talk about it later. And like, Nothing
You
happened.
guys are mean.
If
Go
I
right,
mean, it's
What?
true.
go right down the fifth rule. Let's go from yesterday. Rule number 5, go to write power of a power property. I'll give you about a minute to copy this down. Power of a power property. Imagine having a power then raised to a higher power. A power with a power, what the heck do you do? Copy this down. Give you 1 minute. Last 3 rules, we're done with 2018. Rule number 6. Power of a product. What if you have stuff inside parentheses being multiplied, Rios? You take that to the 5th power. Look at you take every item to the 5th power. We're getting the last rule right now. Coming up.
You know, tell me the other class.
One. One. Okay, what are you gonna do after your break?
Probably go camping. Read a lot of books.
You go fishing?
Last 7th rule. Hold up. 7th rule. Power of a quotient. Go to copy these 3 down.
Okay, do you know what's teaching in summer school?
Him.
Go ahead, yeah,
Really? All right. So on our notes now. Ready, Ortiz? I'll use Dodger Blue because they're going to win tonight. Go to write example 1. Here we go. Let's say x over y, all raised to the 7th power. So go to write simplify. I'll answer that when we're done.
Doesn't matter. It's tough. So you're never gonna answer those questions.
Fair enough. All right, so I have a decision to make. Should I use rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? Which one should I use?
4.
Good try. Good try. What rule should I use?
Oh,
You have them in front of you, all 7 rules.
5.
Ortiz got this. 7. In other words, look at number 7. You have, let me talk. If you have items in parentheses and you're dividing, you take everything to the power outside. Like this is the one with numbers and this is the one with some algebra variables. So all I'm going to do is take x to the 7th, the numerator, and then the denominator to the 7th, and we're done. You can't believe how easy this is. Shame on me for making this class so easy.
uh-huh.
Whatever.
This is the hardest class I have.
You're lying.
Yeah, to be honest.
To be honest.
Yeah. It's
By the way,
hard.
look, it's all on YouTube right now.
I'm getting
Yeah,
very
it's
started.
the only class like what I learned.
Yeah, basically. Extra stamps. Extra stamps.
Yeah, this is the only class I learned too.
This is like my favorite class in the whole wide world.
It's all on YouTube, you guys. It's going to be public.
Ooh, we feel like loving the class.
All right, number 2. Any questions on number 2, or number 1 rather? I have an expression. I look to see what rule it looked like. It looked like the 7th rule. Ortiz got it. I apply rule 7 and boom. Indeed.
That's mine.
There you go. Ready? Next one. X, Y, Z, all raised to the 8th power. Example 2. X, Y, Z. Notice I'm multiplying X, Y, Z in parentheses and it's all raised to the 8th power. Sure. Skip. What rule should I use for an extra stamp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7?
Right now?
6.
Which one should I use?
5.
4.
Extra stamp for Gonzalez. Look at rule 6. I have items in parentheses and I'm raising to a power. I take every item in that parentheses and raise to the outward power. Look at the variable example. A to the n, b to the n. So let's do that for this one. I'm going to take x to the 8th. Watch this. y to the 8th, and then z to the 8th.
Why did you look at
You're scaring me, Ortiz, with those noises, man. Any questions on example 2? Any questions on example 2? Come over here.
Is that still gonna be there, like, as you're doing number 3?
Yeah.
So you just add 8.
Well, we didn't add 8. We took every factor inside the parenthesis to the 8th power.
So when it's like that, and by the way it looks of it, it looks like if you just within that type of form, so you just separated them out and just put them in, like it.
Not only did we separate them, but we took every item to the 8th power, huh? Exactly.
So that's just the answer.
Yes. If we simplified this to that.
So if there's like a different question towards that one that you just showed, within that rule, you would do the exact same.
That's what the rules are all about.
But what if they're in the same variable? What if they're the same variable?
Good question. So let me entertain that example that Gonzalez said. What if we had x times, how about y times y times y? Yeah? Your question? All raised to the what? Give me a number. Watch this. Each y is already raised to the first power, even though there's nothing there. And on this, inside the parentheses, what I would do is I'd use the first rule. Actually, not the first one. It would be, rule number 3. You have the same base. We did this for warm-up. You just add the exponents. Lozano actually summarized it perfect. So look at this. Inside the parentheses, we have the same base and we're multiplying, so we just add the exponents. This would be y to the 3rd, and then still to the 6th. And now I have a power raised to a higher power. That would be rule number 5. Okay, the power of a power then raised to another power. You multiply the exponents. So this would be x or y to the 18th power. To answer your question. Last example. Sure. Last example of 2018, you guys. I'm about to cry. Gonzalez is laughing and I'm crying. It's not right. Here we go. Ready? Q to the 7th, all raised to the 8th power. That looks funky, crazy, weird, and scary, all at the same time. Q to the 7th power, parenthesis, all raised to the 8th power. What did we say, 5? The answer is 5? Good try. So Q to the 7th, all raised to the 8th, is going to become 5. Give him a hug, please. What rule will I use? Nice. Is that what you meant by the 5?
I'll get back to you.
After we're done. So Gonzalez, power to power. It's the 5th rule. Right, Rios? So Q to the 7th raised to another power, so 7 times 8. Just multiply those puppies. I get Q to the, what's 7 times 8? I forgot. 8 times 7?
That's 8.
Nice. Q to the 56th power. Right, that's what rule number 5 says. Look at power to power.